Now we'll remember you. You will remember me. Don't let your... I still think it's amazing that UT has this place where a bunch of early 20-something kids can run around and run a broadcast station and learn from each other and learn from their mistakes and learn from the people who have been there before. The constant throughout my experience at TSTV was Dan. He was a constant source of advice and just somebody I could always lean on when I was trying to solve a problem that I didn't know how to solve. And the lessons that Dan taught me, I still use every day.
Thank you, Dan! Dan, we just wanted to say thank you. You've done so much for the news department in terms of providing us with awesome advice, and you have encouraged us to really kind of reach beyond our boundaries. So thank you, and we're definitely going to miss you.
Hi, Dan. It's me, Edward Stockwell, from staff and Sneak Peek and things. I prepared a statement here just for you, and you're not in charge of me anymore, so I'm going to read it off, a teleprompter. So here we go. Dan Knight, a poem. Though the winds of winter swiftly approach, and the end of an era of producer reproach, we say farewell to the legend Dan Knight. He gave it his all. He gave it his last fight. Visions of gumdrops will dance in his head as he lays his tired head down on his bed. You've earned this sweet rest, the end at last. We'll miss you, my sir, our guide of broadcast. Wipe tear.
I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done for me in college and how that's carried through into my life after college. You were such a big part of my career and such an amazing mentor to me. The things that you taught me in class at the station and just the stories in your office meant so much to me, and I want you to know that. I wish you all the best of luck in everything that comes your way in the future, and know that you have made a difference in so many people's lives. Thank you so much.
Hey Dan, I want to really thank you for helping me out this year with being programming director. It was kind of a lot to handle, but I think you really helped more than I could have hoped for.
I went to Texas last week, well, a couple weeks ago by the time you're seeing this, but you weren't in your office, so I was a little sad I didn't get to sit down in your office and catch up with you and talk about what's going on at the station and tell you what's going on in California and hear some really good classic long Dan stories. I could definitely use another one of those.
I just wanted to thank you. I know we've only really known each other for a year because this is the first time I've been on staff and everything, but you've given me so much more confidence in my work and made me feel so much more confident, like as a producer, director, reporter. And I don't know how to thank you for that, because I can tell how much I've grown this year, just this year with Crossfire and everything, and I know that I have you to thank for that, because you're always giving me advice and telling me what to do better and telling me when things are working. And I wish we had more time together, but I will always treasure this year that I've had to really learn from you.
Hey Dan, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to wish you a happy retirement. You've done so much for Texas Student Media and KVR TV and TES TV. I know I wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for you. I think it was fall 1998. I came into the office and talked to you for the first time. And little did I know that you'd be supporting me so much over the years.
I hope you enjoy your retirement, and I wish you the best of luck in your future. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey Dan, I hear you're retiring. Very unfortunate day for the station. Gosh, where do I start? I mean, I've spent so many hours inside your office getting advice and guidance. It definitely led me down the right path, which through college, which eventually led me to my career that I have now. and I would come to you with every single question I had in my head, and you would have an answer tagged along with the story. I start not tagged along with the story, tagged at the end of a story, the very, very end of a story.
Dan, we just want to say thank you very much for all your guidance and inspiration to us. We at BGHL became what we are today because of you. Thank you.
They tell me you're retiring. I have to say I was taken quite off guard whenever I found out the news that you would be retiring. And while I don't think that is necessarily because I thought that you would be at Texas Student Media for the rest of your life as the broadcast advisor, I think that's more because when I think about it, I just can't really envision what Texas Student Media would be like without you there. You had such a huge influence over so many people during your time that I can't imagine future students coming in and not having you there to guide them and make sure they, prepare themselves for their careers as well as they can. Because I know you had such a huge influence over my life and over my career that I can say I truly don't believe that I would be where I am right now and be the type of person that I am right now without the guidance that I received from you and the advice and the countless hours we spent in your office talking about things. You truly were one of the best advisors I think we could have ever asked for, and really even better.
I can't say thank you enough for your guidance, because honestly, without your help at TSDV through the years, without all that knowledge and advice and help writing my papers on ratings for my post-network TV class and stuff, I don't think I would have made it to this point where I was walking the stage and then going to UTLA and getting my degree in RTF. And everything you've told us, from the stories about your past work or the advice you've given us about recruiting, all of that has been taken to heart, and I will always remember everything you've told us. And thank you for believing in us, and thank you for recognizing how hard we do work. And I hope you realize that we here at TSV will always remember how hard you've worked for us.
Goodbye, Dan. It's been nice. Hope you find your paradise. Goodbye, Ian. Goodbye, Frank. Will y'all ever meet again? Feel no sorrow, feel no shame. Come tomorrow, feel no pain. Goodbye, Ian. Goodbye, Frank. Will y'all ever meet again?
Bye, Dan.